Hi, I'm Pippa, and today I want to share with you a practice that I've been doing for quite some time now. It's a bedtime practice, and it's helped me to sleep more soundly, get off to sleep more quickly, and generally have a better quality night's sleep. So if any of you have got that kind of experience of just not quite getting the sleep that you need, then this practice will help you. And those of you who have subscribed, I really appreciate your support. And if you enjoy this video and have not yet subscribed, then I'd really appreciate it if you could. If you also decide that you're interested in live online classes and would like to join my yoga community, then please visit my website healingwithyoga.co.uk and get in touch with me. So the causes for not sleeping really well are varied, and wherever the tension is held in your body, it could be in your neck, your diaphragm, it could be all over or up the back of the neck, it could be in the legs even, or just in the gut. So in this practice, I try and cover as much of that as possible. So it's a little bit everywhere, but primarily we're soothing the flight and fight response. And we're helping the breath to find its place, to find its natural rhythm. I think for this practice, you might need a blanket or a cushion. A couple of blocks could be very useful for support when needed. So if you get yourself that stuff together now, you don't actually need a mat, but you could have one if that works well for you. See you in a minute. Okay, let's come on to hands and knees. We'll move the spine first. So on your hands and knees, just making some free movements. Ease your ribs out, sink and squeeze your shoulders, say hello to your hips. Just come into your body, feel the body weight in your hands and on your knees. And then as you breathe in, rising up, feeling that spine come up between your shoulder blades and arc up. And as you breathe out, sink your spine and let it disappear between your shoulder blades. Squeeze the shoulder blades into each other and towards your hips a bit. Feel that spine rising up, a little bit like the spine of a whale, rising up out of the waters. And then sinking back down in again. And we're going to roll the spine, which is a little bit like that dolphin movement, or the way they move. We're going to breathe in and roll up into the spine. Keep that inhalation as you bend your knees, hinging back with your arms straight, drop your elbows and teeth together. Swoop through and up again. Cresting the wave, arcing back, so it's kind of backwards movement, and then like you're coming under the waters to come back up again. And this is your last one. Exhale. So now we're going to move back into a little squat. If you've got bad knees, you might find this impossible, and I'll give you an alternative in just a moment. But this is the squat. It's just balancing on the balls of the feet with the fingers out there. So there you are. And in this pose, we're going to sink into the heels a little bit. They don't have to come to the floor, so you feel the calf muscles. And then we're going to go in and out of it. You just drop the knees, come off, sit back, pick up. So you're rolling your body weight. And if this isn't appropriate for you, your knees will tell you, then come forward and stretch your leg back and get into the calf muscle by really moving the heel back and roll into the big toe mound and then out into the little toe. So your ankle moves in and out. And this is really good for your ankles and knees as well as your toes. And you do both legs. So the other leg would come out and you roll through that. So whichever you're doing, breathe and just feel into it. And then either way, we're going to come up into a standing forward bend. From here, you just lift your hips like that. And from here, you just move your hips back and lift up, hinge back, walk your hands back. Your knees can bend. You hang down, let your head go. And breathe out. How's it feeling? Drop that body weight of the head, the chest, the arms, your throat. And take some good deep breaths, just letting go as you breathe out. Breathe out through your mouth, surrender. Into your belly, through your nose. Out through the whole upper body, and ease one rib cage out, then the other. And you'll be feeling these hamstrings, and you're welcome to bring your hands up and down the backs of your legs. You could take the hands down the backs of your calves, push down through the Achilles to ground yourself. So take your hands, if you can reach, underneath the soles of your feet. If you can't reach, you can always do this. Let's come forward a bit. You can do this sat on a chair, hinging forwards, get the hands underneath. And in this position, whether you're on a chair or doing this, we're going to breathe in and round the spine, pushing into the feet and stretching the arms. Exhale, softly sink down. So as you breathe in, your back again stretches. Your feet stay warm. Exhale, sink, so the knees could bend, your elbows could bend, and then you just stretch and round your spine, and then let go again and take your hands out and you're dangling down. Take one deep breath into your belly through your nose, and exhale, release down. You're going to come up the inner leg, so just brush the palms of your hands from the inner foot to the inner leg, up to the pubic bone, to the belly, up through the belly to the heart, the brow, the crown, and squeeze your elbows in and come up and out and expand out. Feel like you're opening up a tail like the peacock's tail, taking up your space. Bringing the hands to the belly. So we're now going to work with triple warmer and spleen, and these are the two meridians that are connected to one, our flight, fight and freeze reflex, which is stress, and that is the triple warmer. So we work to just soothe that meridian, and then we work to strengthen spleen, to bring energy up into that. And so let's rub the hands a little bit, get a little bit of energy, feeling in the hands, and then place your palms over your eyes. Now that connection there, let it soften your eyes. Take a breath in and feel it. Breathe out through your mouth from the back of your throat. Soften. Breathe in again. And as you exhale, soothe the palms of your hands round the temples, sides of your head and behind the ears and down to catch it just behind the earlobe, down the sides of the neck, and sit your hands on your heart. Breathe in. Exhale. Hands come to the outsides of your arms, to the elbow tips, off your hands across your diaphragm into your kidneys and down the back of your body. And root yourself through the Achilles into the heels and off. And then come up the insides of the feet, the insides of the shins, and at the thighs flare out. And this is spleen, where you come round the contours of your body, in at the waist, out at the ribs, up to the shoulders, back down, and tapping. To me, it always feels like I'm pulling up a pair of dungarees. So now let's come back to triple warmer again. Palms over your eyes, soft and dark. Breathe in. And breathing out. Soothing the sides of your head, round behind the ears, down, hands over the heart. Breathe in. Exhale down the outer arms, come across, put your hands on the kidneys, breathe in. Exhale down the backs of your legs, rooting down, brushing the hands off and then come up, inner leg. Round the thighs and the hips, in at the waist, up to the shoulders, back and down, and tapping. And then let the hands just rest on your thighs. We'll come down to the ground now. Find your way into this position. You do need something to sit on and some supports to go in front of you or underneath you or around you. We're going to work into this bit and into the hips and thighs. So let's start off by working this bit. Take a hand under this knee and bring the foot in. The other hand, other knee. And we're going to turn the whole belly and the ribs around and put both hands on the floor all the way over to the side. And you can lean as far as you like, and we're going to relax. And as you exhale, start to draw your ribs away and out from your hips. Breathe. And then turn your ribs to look behind you. So you're spiraling out of your pelvis, and just feel that sensation of stretching under your ribs and through your belly. And keep the rhythm of your breath moving. And then come back. We'll do the other side. So just help your knees up with your hands. Switch your legs around. Moving from your belly, put both hands on the floor. Lean your body weight into them. As you exhale, draw your ribs round. Feel the twisting around the ribs, the sensations. Go carefully and gently. And then turning the ribs and the heart and really looking around as if to see what is going on behind you. Relax your lower back. See how much space you can make under the ribs, that knotty area of congestion in your solar plexus. And then come back. So we're going to do earth pose, which is pigeon pose. It's another word for pigeon pose, and this goes deep into the thighs. I'm going to show you two ways of doing this. One is a little more gentle on the body than the other. The other one is a little more intense. So we'll start with a gentler one, and I will offer the option of moving into the more intense one. If you are comfortable, if you've just got yourself comfortable in that position, please don't move. But if you know that you want to do more, perhaps as you watch this video a few times, you might think, well, no, I'll try the other version, then please do. So all we're going to do is bring the feet back into this position again. But this time we come forward, so the inner thigh is the support for this side of the body. And we come down, perhaps have a couple of blocks for your head, elbows on the floor, and the head releases. And there you stay if you're comfortable, but if you're not, you could have a chair. You could put your elbows on the seat of the chair and your head down. You could put your elbows on the blocks and you could put your head in your hands, tucking your chin in. Either way, you drop your head. So find your way into a position. We'll stay there for a few breaths. Then you can stay or continue into the next stage. Drop your head. Melt your shoulders, your hands. And listen to that feel of the movement of your ribs into your kidneys, into your belly, into your pelvis. Melt your body and feel how it really merges down into the ground. As if the breath could come up from the ground and go back down into the ground. And if you are comfortable with this and you're interested, you want to stay there, please stay there. But if you're feeling that need to go deeper and open the groin and stretch, just deeper movement, come up and move this knee so it points down the mat, like that. Lean into your hands and stretch out that back leg and roll so your belly looks at the floor. Now I've got the blanket under my thigh, and that's an excellent way to support yourself. You may not need it, or you may need more than that. And another way to do it is actually put a blanket or a cushion between your belly and the thigh. So that just gives you a bit more space, and then perhaps head support. Drop into it. Melt your body. Feel that hard floor beneath you. And as you breathe out, let your body just start to sink and spread like a puddle into it. Okay, so if you're in this deeper position, slide your hands back to the floor beside your ribs, low ribs, and squeeze your shoulder blades back and down and draw yourself forward and up. And come up into a backward bend. If you're in the half pose, you can do pretty much the same. You can just come up and enjoy just a little bit of that stretch up to the heart, moving through. Either way, like this or like this. You then now come out of it and just come back to this position. I'll do the other side. So, legs out again, legs back in again. And finding your support, whatever it is, and coming forward to it and settle yourself. Doesn't matter if you're going to go on to the next one, just come into this one. Each pose offers something a little different. So letting the head drop, let your body just fall into the pose. Sense into your belly and your lower back. And feel your legs. And then stay there if you're happy. And come up if you want to change. Bring this knee so it points down the mat, hands on the floor, rolling over. Ease out that back leg, come down into the ground and use any support you need so you're not in agony. Agony is not needed. No knee pain at any point. Just thigh pain and hip pain's fine, but not pain. Stretch. Let go. Feel your body widen and your jaw release. Watch your breath move deep into your belly. And feel your legs on the ground. Now, slide your hands back so they're on the floor next to your ribs and squeeze the shoulders back and draw yourself forward and up. And come up from the modification as well into a gentle space for belly and heart. Then sitting back, coming back to this position. Let your legs out, and we're now going to move into a twist. And we'll use a block between the knees. That could be a cushion, could be anything you've got handy. It's nice to have something under your head. If your temperature's dropping, put some warm things on. Everything is on the floor from now on. So you lie in semi-supine with a block between your knees. And before you lift your feet or do anything with your legs, we're going to shift the pelvis 2 inches to the left, like that. Then pick up your feet, draw the knees into you, and take them over to your right. Lift and turn your ribs back, and you can let your arms out and just open across your chest. Would you want to bring your hands to your belly or back? You can. Now I'm going to add a little into this, which you can try and dismiss if you don't find it comfortable. We're just going to straighten out that top leg. Can't quite see my foot, but there it is. And I'm going to put the block underneath my ankle. I'm just putting it ridiculously high so you can see, but it would be a bit lower. So I've got a bigger stretch here, but my knees are together. Now, with this hand, I've got the option of bringing it round just to connect with the back crease of the knee. And once I've got that connection, I'm going to relax it. If you can't reach it and you want to, popping something under the elbow can just make it possible. So let yourself settle into this. Notice where it's pulling, the feel of it. Where the body tingles and where the body feels the space or constriction. And again, back to the breath moving your body. Let yourself be. Keeping this hand connection, if it is available to you, soft. You're not actually doing anything, but you are setting up a loop of energy which supports the gallbladder area, just helps the flow through. Can make you relax more deeply. Okay, so bring that leg back, bring your knees up, center yourself, put the block between your knees, and shift the pelvis to the right, pick the knees up, and pivoting the knees over to your left. And lift and turn the ribs to the right. Now, if you desire to, you have the space, and your body wants to, you can straighten out a leg and put it on the block. This hand holds the knee, and you expand out or bring the hand to the body as you feel. Surrender. There is nothing you have to achieve. There's nothing you have to do. Just coming home to your body as it moves. And bringing yourself back, bring that leg back, rolling back, and you just need to center yourself. Pelvis in line, and good to have something under your head. Now, actually, this last pose we're going to do could actually be done in your bed, and you might enjoy that because you could then just go straight to sleep. But I'm going to do it here. and I'm going to use some blocks to support my knees. And you could use pillows if you're in bed and be under the duvet. However, here we are. I'm just going to do Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees out. Now I'm going to give you the option of bringing your hand to cradle the base of your skull and the other arm to take the next stage up. So just on the back of the head, but that top slanty bit. And your elbows may need some support. But if you can cradle your head comfortably, then this is a nice thing to do. It's very releasing. And it will help your relaxation so long as you're comfortable. Now you can just lie like that and breathe into the belly, or we can hum, do Brahmari. So let's just do a little bit together, and you can do this for as long or as short as you like. Deep breath into the diaphragm. And let your breath just fade away till it's completely gone all by itself. So now, if you're in bed and you're thinking, I'd like to go to sleep now, then you would release your hands and let your legs out. Just have your legs straight for a moment. And then take up your normal sleeping position. And curl yourself up, go to sleep. Otherwise, if you're still up in your room, just turn onto your right side. Just give yourself a breath. And come quietly up to sitting. Thank you. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like or subscribe. And if you'd like to leave a comment, that'd be really welcome too. I'm going to make another video, a shorter one, also for helping with sleep quality. So watch this space again, and hopefully not such a long wait before I can make the next video. So until then, bye for now.